time has come to bleed Rosie's brakes. Everything's cinched up. I'm gonna show you a method I've never used before. Maybe it'll work. A self-bleeding method using a vitamin water bottle and some hose. The theory is you take your hose, submerge it in here with brake fluid, put it above the bleeder, hook it on the bleeder, and then pump the brake pedal, and it's supposed to pump fluid and air out. It's supposed to simulate somebody cracking the bleeder while someone's pumping. So if you're not fortunate to have a buddy over, or a wife or husband to help you, this method maybe will work. We're gonna see though. If not, I got my wife inside, but I've always wanted to try this method out. I'm gonna take and drill a hole in this cap, roughly the same size, and then I'm gonna put a vent tube in it because I read that you need that. Sure, that'll work. Take a teeny tiny drill bit, do a vent hole. Come on now. I've ordered a vacuum gun because I've always wanted one of them to see if that'll also work for bleeding brakes. Who knows? Just make sure there's not a bunch of trash, random liquids in here. That's clean enough. You're gonna want to take, fill it up, I don't know, a third of the way. Brake fluid. I'll put a little bit more. This brake fluid is going to be so much better than what's in it. See, this is actually clear. Brake fluid is not supposed to be black. It's not supposed to look like burnt motor oil. Oh, come on now. It's an impressive seal. That's probably too much, but I don't want any air getting back in, because then what are we really accomplishing? Probably going to take and put a zip tie on the back end, maybe. Yeah. We'll grab a zip tie. I found me a zip tie. I even put some gloves on. This project's getting serious. I'm gonna measure here. Probably about there. You don't want it too tight, just enough to kind of keep everything together. Figure out if that's good. Down a little bit. Yeah. A little bit. We can always adjust just a little bit. You want to have a little room in there. Yeah, happy with that. So first I'm gonna top the master cylinder off, and then I'm gonna try to build up a little pressure, crack the feed lines on the master cylinder, see if I get any air in the master cylinder before I move on to the bleeders. You want to bleed that first. empty. I'm gonna tighten these feed lines up. I left them a little loose. I think they're a 1/2 inch and 5/8 and 7/16 maybe. Yep, 5/8, 7/16. There's your little drink. Should be good. I'm gonna get in the cab. Do a little pumping. See if we can get any air out. So I'll try to bleed the master cylinder a little bit. I think I got a little air out of there. So now I'm gonna go back to the rear passenger princess side, because most vehicles you want to start furthest away from the master cylinder or furthest away from an ABS module. So I'm gonna hook this bottle hose on the end of the bleeder. I'm gonna crack the bleeder, then I'm gonna come pump on the pedal like I'm doing a new dance. See if I can get any air out. So hopefully this works. So this is how I got it rigged up here. Got the bottle above the bleeder, and then see, you can really almost see that it's already bleeding. So we'll pump on the pedal a couple times. I don't really know how many, or I don't know the ratio to pumps versus fluid movement, so we're gonna go a little easy because I do not want to drain the system. We're probably gonna go with 3, and then I'm gonna check the master. Make sure the master cylinder still has fluid. It does. Let's check on our little redneck doodad back here. Hoping to see some, yeah, you see that discoloration? It may be hard for you to see. It's not clear anymore, so I want to flush any nasty fluid that's left in the system. I want to flush it out and get it gone. Let's go with 5. 1, deuce, trace, 4, and 1 for the home team. And then I'm gonna crack that one or uncrack that one, and then we'll go to the next side. Alright, so just got done all 4 corners. Look at that yumminess right there. So remember, this thing wasn't that full. So we picked up at least, I don't know, 8 ounces of bad fluid. So did it on all 4 corners on the fronts basically. Hooked it into the bleeder. And then just kind of set it on this ball joint nut here. You want the bottle to be a little bit higher. So let's check the pedal and, I don't know, see if we did anything. I mean, that feels pretty good. I'm going to top off the master cylinder. And then go for a little cruise around the yard, and maybe we have brakes. So I put the dust caps back on the bleeders. I checked for leaks, make sure nothing was spewing or leaking, because brake systems aren't supposed to leak. If you're losing fluid, it's going somewhere. Just checking the fluids here and there. Couldn't find my antifreeze, so using the water bottles that have been in there since 1996. But just remember, if you're thirsty, they're thirsty. On the next video, we're going to put a water pump in this thing because she's been seeping out of the weep hole for 5 years now, and I've just been riding out my luck. So if you want to see how to replace a water pump on a late 90s 5-liter 302, stay tuned for that. Shouldn't be too bad, but never know. Just a little bit low, not too bad. I'm gonna clean up my mess here a little bit and we'll go for a little spin. All right. I grabbed the wrong keys. I got 15 billion sets of keys for 15 billion vehicles, but I can get in this thing here. Oh. Let's see if she'll start. Oh yeah. See how the pedal feels. She's pretty soft. I don't know if I like that or not. May need to do a re-bleed. Take it around the yard here. It's okay. I'm not so sure that I like that feeling though. I feel like it should be a little bit more firm. So I'm not a big fan of that method. I think with the actual brake calipers, wheel cylinders, it works okay. But the pedal still feels kind of soft, and I think it's because there's still air in the master cylinder, and I can't really bleed that by myself unless I take it off and bench bleed it, which if I was by myself I could, but I think I'm gonna have the wife come out here, re-bleed it, and then we'll see how it feels. But overall should be worlds better. So don't be afraid to get out there and tackle that project you've been waiting on. Stay tuned for more. There's plenty to come. Thanks for watching.